Alright babies, so today we are recreating the look we did last week. But me editing, it was not it. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is do our brows. The pencil that I am still using is from Morphe, and the shade is called Hava micro brow pencil, but it has a spoolie at the end, and the tip of this is very precise. Like the triangle one is just too like bulky. I just like how precise this one is. Usually when I sit down and film, I make sure I remove all, what is this called, peach fuzz from my face. I make sure I groom my brows, have everything looking nice and flawless. I use the brow glue from NYX. To be honest, this is super tiny and it has lasted me a very long time. I thought it was not, but it has. So this is just to lay my hairs down because my hair be wild. I go right here, and then right here I'll just follow to create that line. So after I do that line, I'm going to just fill in whatever needs to be filled in so it can look full. When it comes to this portion here, I do create hairs. As you guys see, it's very light on this area. I still like to maintain it that way. Okay. So I just do look like those 3 little hairs. Make sure it doesn't look so harsh. And never, 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 never create a line here because then it's gonna look too boxed up. And I don't like that look at all. I really like that look when it's flicked here. And as you see, there's areas where it needs to be filled in. You know, we gotta help our brows a little bit. Sometimes I'll go like down here so I can create like that darkness down there, and just make sure I'm flaking it. As always, I make sure I go back, but because we're gonna add everything onto our face, we're gonna have probably powder falling on it and all that, so we're definitely gonna be touching them. I'm taking my P. Louise base in shade 2. With my Real Techniques brush. This is gonna be a quick makeup look, to be honest, because I already know what I'm doing. And we are done with our eyes. Okay. So the palette we're gonna be using is, of course, the Carnival 3 in collaboration with Stacey Marie. This is one of my favorites. I probably cannot say this enough, but one of my favorite palettes. We are going to be jumping in with our purples. I know it's been a very long time I don't do purples. When I do purples, it just stays constantly doing purple looks, so I kind of want to use the color story it has. Now that fall is approaching, we can do the orangey vibes, brown vibes, and then greens, which is one of my favorites in this palette. And the first shade I'm going to be taking is called Blackberry, which is this dark purple. Anyways, the brush that I'm using, which is one of my favorite to do looks, is the Morphe M456, which is like this fluffy end right here. I'm going to stamp my shade right here. I like to create my shape first and also intensify the color. And also the edges, I'm going to make sure I soften them up a little bit to prep it for our second shade. I'm gonna go in with Tahiti, which is this one right here. Taking the Morphe M506. So this shade right here, I'm going to apply it right on top of the blend we just did. And the reason why I brung it up a little bit more is so like that when I am going directly in with the second shade, is going to blend a little bit more and give it that space so it can merge together in creating that gradient effect. You know, just blowing it out and making sure I'm blending those two colors together. And to cut my crease, I'm gonna be taking the Neutrogena wipes. So at this end right here, I'm going to flick it out. I think I'm going to flick it out a little bit more. A clean canvas. We're going to be taking the Mitchell P. Louise collaboration called Blank Canvas. I did grab some Scotch tape. The shade we're gonna go in is with the black shade called Black Beach, which is this dark right here. Black can be a very dangerous color because once you fuck up, you really fuck up. This brush right here is full of the product I used for the second shade, and all we're doing is not even going and dipping into the color. We're just gonna use whatever extra product so we can blend that dark black, and just blend in that dark a little bit so it doesn't look as harsh. We're gonna be adding our glitter. And of course, I'm going to be taking my Duo glue and I'm going to be creating the line. And with our applicator, I'll be taking this glitter right here, and it's from Glit Your Life. And this is in shade Golden Girl, which is this gold right here. And all we're doing is stamping. One of my new purchases I've made is a handheld fan. Okay, I don't know why I haven't spoken about it, but I just had it charging and I remembered that I can use this to dry my glue with it. So it has like 3 stages, high, medium, and low. Also, it has like this thing where you can like stand it, and it also has a long charger cord. Usually when you have held hand fans, their cord are super uncomfortable and super small. So the fact that this one has like a long cord so it can be charging while you do your makeup. Like, it's super perfect. This is from my good friend Glam by Nisi. Do you guys remember her held hand mirror? I have it right here. So this girl right here created this exact thing. She is one of the girls I support, no questions asked, okay, in all her stuff. But I got to purchase this, and this is her packaging, which is so beautiful, white and gold, so cleaned, like super beautiful. I got to purchase her merch as well, guys, but my mom took it. She was like, oh my god, let me see it. And I was like, it's cute, right? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you want it? So I just gave it to her with her little lip chapstick that she also provides. Like, I basically just kept this, and I'm gonna have to purchase my merch because I haven't even posted it or promoted that I even got it. So, you know, that's what happened. That's why I don't have it on right now, because I would have been promoting the neck out of it, okay? Like I was saying, that fan is just very, what is it, convenient to have to dry your lashes, to dry your face when you are setting it, to dry anything you want to dry, guys, anything. It says Glam, and I know you can take it out to clean it. Yeah, you can. Oops. You can, like, to clean this section right here. I'm gonna have to go to her Instagram to see how she cleans it, or I don't know, maybe she should do a video on how she uses her products, like her merch, her lashes, and her fan, her mirror. Like, so beautiful. Yes, we applied our lashes, and this is just how it's looking, guys. To be honest, it's very wearable. It's still dramatic, but it's not like ugly dramatic, to be honest. I wasn't digging how it was looking before. The other lashes I had on was not it. Jump into your face, and the first thing we're gonna do is moisturize our face, and I'm gonna be taking our rose oil. I love a very hydrating face. My matte putty primer, which looks like this. It's very, very tiny because I've been trying it. This is just to mattify, since it's a matte primer. For those that have oily skin, this will be super perfect for you. For my foundation, of course, you've probably seen it in my last video. I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Como CC cream in shade 10 425. And honestly, I don't really have to use too much of this because this just is full coverage. And this is a Real Techniques brush. For concealer, I'm gonna be taking the Morphe Filter Effect concealer, and this is in shade medium 16, which is a neutral. I'll be applying this right here. I don't really have to apply too much because, girl, this is already a full coverage. Be using a brush. Last time on my video, I created a very, very thick line. It made my nose look wider, and we is not trying to achieve that, okay? We is trying to achieve a snatched nose over here, but it's okay, it's makeup. We learn from it, guys. We learn from it. Let me know down below which setting powders you guys are using. I mean, I have a few, but I usually stick with the same. So which one are you guys using? This one right here is the Airspun. Okay, we're gonna use something different for once. I've had this powder here for a long time and I don't even know if I've used it on camera. What we're gonna be taking is from Becca. This is a translucent powder. I don't even know if their brand's still on because I know that they were going to not be around anymore. So okay, so we're gonna be applying this under our eyes. This right here has like a, what is this called, like something so you don't get like too much product. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake with this powder, because for some reason my under eye looking funny. I don't know, Becca. Let me go in with this. Let me go in with my Airspun real quick. So it's just me. Okay, it's just me. I got scared. Okay, to set our entire face, I'm gonna see if this shade right here works for me still. So this right here is the foundation powder and this is my regular shade. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I might just use my powder, guys. I don't know. So I'm just gonna make sure everything melts into my skin. Don't want it to give me that white cast though. I'm gonna make sure I'm pressing my powder in so it can stick. Instead of going with a setting powder, I'm just going to set it with my contouring powder or bronzing powder. So in this part right here, I'm going to be setting my powder. So right now I'm drenching. Hopefully everything melts into my face, and of course a Glam by Nisi handheld fan. We're just going to fan this out, and it has 3 settings, so that's the beauty of it. So to warm up my face, I use the Morphe contouring palette. It's the same one I always use. For a blush, I use the Laura Geller blush, the Artist Couture, and I'm just going to be applying a little bit of this, and this is how it looks. And this is how it looks. Okay, it is really nothing in there since I am already glowing. We're gonna go with blank canvas, and in our waterline we're gonna add the concealer. This is the final look. I'm gonna be back with my hair done, slicked back with some braids. Like, who is she? Who is she? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I will definitely appreciate it. See you on my next video. Bye guys.